facing a courtroom alone, with no lawyer, no one to defend you, and the outcome could mean losing your home, your family, and your entire life in the United States. For millions of immigrants, this isn't a hypothetical, it's reality. But today, something historic has changed, and it's happening in one of the largest counties in America. This could reshape the entire future of immigration justice in the United States, and the story behind it is both heartbreaking and groundbreaking. For the first time in its 111-year history, the Los Angeles County Public Defender's Office will now represent immigrants in federal deportation court. And the journey that led to this moment is nothing short of extraordinary. Los Angeles County has taken a massive, unprecedented step. The county's Public Defender's Office, one of the largest in the country, will now step into immigration court, a place where millions of people have historically stood alone without any government-appointed lawyer. This new removal defense unit is staffed with specialized immigration attorneys. Their job? To screen immigrants facing deportation, guide them through the complex legal maze, give advice and referrals, and in many cases, provide full legal representation. This shift breaks from more than a century of legal tradition. Public defenders have always handled criminal cases because the Sixth Amendment guarantees legal counsel only in criminal proceedings. Immigration court, however, is classified as civil, which means immigrants facing deportation have never been guaranteed an attorney. Many can't afford one. And that gap has quietly shaped countless tragedies. One of the clearest examples comes from an LA resident named Giselle. She described how a simple everyday act, giving a friend a ride, turned into a life-changing nightmare. Her friend was stopped because the passenger held an open container. The charge was dismissed within hours. A misunderstanding. A minor incident. It should have ended right there. But it didn't. ICE was waiting. By the time the criminal charge was dropped, her friend had already been taken by federal immigration agents and deported to Mexico. Her family? Still in California. Their lives? Shattered. Stories like this have repeated for years in Los Angeles County. Between 2010 and 2014 alone, more than 18,500 people were held past their release dates because of ICE detainers, requests that kept people jailed without warrants, without probable cause, and often without proper legal justification. This practice wasn't just wrong, it was unconstitutional. The system finally cracked under a major lawsuit, Roy versus County of Los Angeles. This case exposed how the county had been unlawfully holding immigrants at ICE's request. The fallout was huge, a settlement that forced major policy changes and over $14 million in compensation. But here's where things take a surprising turn. After all payments were made, the settlement left behind unclaimed funds. Those leftover funds, called Cypress funds, are now being used to finance the new removal defense unit. A system that once harmed immigrants is now helping defend them. Graciela Martinez, assistant public defender and a driving force behind the Roy lawsuit, has become a leader in what's now known as crimmigration, the intersection of criminal and immigration law. For her, this new office is about more than providing lawyers. It's about restoring dignity. This is about looking at people as individuals, not criminals, not monsters. Her team will represent clients in deportation court, but they'll also help guide people who don't qualify, pointing them toward community resources. There's even exploration into using some of the funds to help pay immigration bonds, potentially freeing people from long-term detention while their cases move forward. But as groundbreaking as this is, the fight is far from over. California may often be seen as a leader in immigrant protections, but the reality on the ground is uneven. The state has 58 counties, each operating independently. Not all are willing to fund immigration defense. Ventura County, home to more than 100,000 people who commute into LA daily, recently refused to expand its immigration legal defense program, leaving cities like Oxnard scrambling to fund protection on their own. Meanwhile, across the state, the need for representation is overwhelming. More than 450,000 were ordered removed in the last year alone, and about 3 out of 4 had no lawyer. Even in California, a state with strong immigrant communities and advocacy networks, thousands of people each year face deportation alone. To families living this reality, LA's new program is powerful, but it's still not enough. Our biggest crime is being brown. Her friend Jessica explained how racial profiling dictates everyday decisions in their community, even down to who takes certain jobs to avoid being targeted. "I'm light-skinned," she said. "They think I'm not Mexican, but I am." This isn't just about paperwork or legal technicalities. It's about fear, survival, identity, and who gets to feel safe in their own home. UCLA professor Ingrid Eagley, a nationally recognized expert in immigration law, said this moment marks a turning point. Immigrants are being arrested every day by federal agents who show up in masks, without warrants, engaging in racial profiling. By stepping into this legal space, LA's Public Defender's Office is breaking a barrier that has existed for generations. It's acknowledging the undeniable truth. Immigration enforcement and the criminal justice system are now deeply intertwined. And in that intersection, lives hang in the balance. This new removal defense unit won't fix everything. It won't stop racial profiling overnight. It won't end every wrongful detention. It won't prevent every deportation. But it does represent something historic. For the first time, one of America's largest public defender offices is walking into deportation courts, courts that have long operated in the shadows, and giving immigrants something they've rarely had: a voice, a defense, a fighting chance, and that alone could change lives. If you found this breakdown powerful or informative, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into major justice, immigration, and policy stories shaping our world. Thanks so much for watching.